adaptive and sustainable approaches to ensure the efficacy of our efforts at ensuring the safety of all and sundry, particularly our young ones. The new approach in line with our vision to evolve a police force that is well positioned to respond appropriately and adequately to the dynamics of crimes and criminality in our contemporary society. Our commitment to safeguarding our schools and ensuring the unhindered pursuit of knowledge has led to the creation of this crucial manual. This manual outlines the meticulous procedures that will guide our law enforcement agencies, educational institutions, and communities towards a shared goal of safe and secure learning spaces. The Nigerian Police Force, along with other stakeholders, has played an instrumental role in charting this roadmap to achieve the objectives of the National Plan on Safe Schools in Nigeria. One of the cornerstones of our commitment is the establishment of the School Protection Squad. This specialized unit comprises highly trained officers who will be deployed to every state across the country. These officers are not just protectors, they are mentors, role models, and advocates for the safety of our students. Their presence will serve as a deterrent to potential threats and a source of reassurance for both students, teachers, and their families. In line with our action plan, the Safe School Initiative will kickstart in 18 most vulnerable pilot states, as well as the Federal Capital Territory. In order to realize this objective, the Nigerian Police Force, in close collaboration with pertinent security agencies and key stakeholders, will employ a comprehensive approach encompassing preventive, detective, and managerial strategies to effectively address the prevailing threat of attacks on educational institutions. This encompasses a diverse range of measures, which include, but not restricted to, generation of information and development of intelligence. Community policing partnerships, police-public cooperation, interagency cooperation, security and administration of internally displaced persons IDPs, deployment of logistics assets, humanitarian services, as well as training for school managers, teachers, and members of the host communities on their effective roles in emergency situations are key to this initiative. This deliberate approach ensures that we allocate our resources where they are most needed. And through these pilot programs, we will refine our strategies and procedures to create a blueprint for success that can be replicated nationwide. Undoubtedly, we will face challenges, but we will not wither in our determination. Our strategies have been carefully developed to tackle these challenges. However, it is important to recognize that ensuring safe schools is not a responsibility that falls solely on the shoulders of law enforcement agencies. It requires a holistic approach with the active involvement of school administrators, teachers, students, and the wider community. The police will diligently undertake the responsibility of safeguarding educational institutions against potential harms, threats, or any undesirable occurrences. This commitment will be particularly focused on addressing a spectrum of challenges, including but not limited to threats to the physical environment, instances of human rights violations, occurrences of social discrimination, matters concerning cyber safety, the proliferation of cult activities, incidents of child abduction and theft, the grave issue of kidnapping, the alarming prospect of hostage taking, the menace of terrorism, the peril of criminal bombings, and the specter of other violent attacks. Our dedication to addressing these multifaceted concerns underscores our unwavering commitment to fostering a safe and secure learning environment for all our students. School administrators play a pivotal role in setting the tone for security within the institutions. Their commitment to implementing safety protocols and fostering a culture of vigilance is instrumental. Likewise, our educators, the teachers, are not only imparting knowledge, but also acting as first responders in times of crisis. Their training and preparedness are critical in ensuring a swift and effective response. Let us all acknowledge the resilience of our students who are the heart of this initiative. Their understanding of safety protocols and their ability to maintain calm under pressure are essential components of our efforts. By empowering our students with knowledge, we empower them to be active participants in their own safety. Furthermore, the wider community has a crucial role to play. Our neighbors, parents, local leaders, and businesses are all stakeholders in this endeavor. We must foster a sense of collective responsibility, where the safety of our schools becomes a shared priority. While I earnestly appeal to all and sundry to support the federal government's initiative, we must recognize the urgency to devise new means of tackling these evolving threats. The manual is not merely a document, it is a testament to our commitment to facing these challenges head-on and developing strategies that are robust, flexible, and capable of adapting to the ever-changing landscape of crime and security concerns. By embracing innovation and fostering cooperation among all stakeholders, we can collectively overcome these obstacles and create an environment in which our children can pursue their education without fear or ignorance. I call on everyone to join hands with us in this effort. I believe together we will achieve our shared goal of safe and secure schools for our children. Thank you. God bless you all.
Permit me to respectfully commend the effort of the IGP for putting together this all-important strategic workshop themed Imperative for a Safer Teaching and Learning Environment for the Future of Nigeria's National Development, the need for national collective action, which is basically aimed at strengthening collaboration and synergy among critical security and law enforcement stakeholders towards addressing the security vulnerabilities of schools and other learning centers across the country. Undoubtedly, education has always been the cornerstone of progress in any society. And as we strive to build a prosperous country for the future of our children and the generation yet unborn, it is critical that we prioritize the safety and security of our educational institutions at all levels. Furthermore, education is not only about acquiring knowledge and skills. It is about fostering a nurturing environment that encourages creativity, critical thinking, and personal growth. However, you will agree with me that over the years, our educational institutions have been plagued by numerous security challenges, prominent among which include mass kidnapping of students, abduction and senseless killing of school teachers, as well as vandalization of educational infrastructure by terrorists, bandits, and other criminal groups. The foregoing has indeed impacted negatively on school enrollment, especially among the girl child, across the northern region, and further hindered the full realization of our collective vision of optimizing education as a catalyst for national human capital development. It is in recognition of the above that the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, pledged to work with both state and local government authorities to reform and retool the nation's educational system by giving special attention to security of our schools, welfare and training of teachers and students. It is pertinent to note that by fostering a safe and nurturing educational environment, we can lay the foundation for a prosperous future where every Nigerian child has the opportunity to reach their full potential. Let me also use this medium to reiterate the unambiguous directives of Mr. President on the utmost importance of collaboration and synergy in the areas of intelligence and information sharing at both strategic and tactical levels towards mitigating the myriad of security challenges across the country. Consequently, I urge the Nigerian police to synergize with relevant security and law enforcement agencies, including other critical stakeholders, towards ensuring the success of this noble objective. Lastly, I wish all participants a fruitful deliberation. Thank you.
Gentlemen, I am honored to attend this auspicious event this morning as I embark on this strategic journey to protect schools and other learning places in Nigeria, and in addition to the launching of your standard operating system, SOP. It is heartwarming to note that the Nigerian police force is thinking deeply and developing strategies to secure schools in our country. For me and my colleagues in the Senate, it is worthy and highly commendable exercise. Indeed, our country has come a long way in the quest for sustainable, improved pro-citizens policy. However, the journey ahead is much more tasking than the first accomplishments. We have miles to cover in the area of policing, and this demand that all hands must be on deck to give Nigerians a true sense of safety and peace as they engage in their daily activities. Sadly, our national effort to ensure a secure environment for national development has been hampered by emerging threat to our collective security. The worst hit is the security of schools, where our children go to learn and are prepared for the next phase of their lives. There is no gainsaying that we need and must make our schools secure for learning. Our children must not be lost to the insecurity created by persons who are no need for all of us to live and learn in peace. We must not let them win. To achieve success in this area, we must deploy strategies that guarantees optimal safety for all our learning institutions in Nigeria. It is for this reason that the National Assembly, which I chair, is open to dialogue with the police and other security agencies to secure that whatever legislation is required to secure our schools and Nigeria at large will be addressed. Personally, I want to see our children go to school, from school, happily, and focus on learning without fear of any form of violence and molestation. I want to see our children learn and grow peacefully. I want to see our children grow with a new mindset of a country that truly protects its own. I want to see our children appreciate the effort that their parents made to secure their future. This is a mandate we should collectively achieve in our various offices. I wish to use this medium to encourage the Nigerian police to remain focused in its mandate of securing lives and properties at all levels. As you launch a new SOP today, I believe that the impact that you will make does not lie in the launch of this strategy alone, but in implementing the details and evaluating post-implementation result to ensure optimal impact. Let us all agree to make the new SOP our standard of living. Once again, I thank our police force for thinking through the challenges of securing learning places for our children and for working out. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to attend this auspicious event this morning as I embark on this strategic journey to protect schools and other learning places in Nigeria, and in addition to the launching of your standard operating system, SOP. It is heartwarming to note that the Nigerian police force is thinking deeply and developing strategies to secure schools in our country. For me and my colleagues in the Senate, it is worthy and highly commendable exercise. Indeed, our country has come a long way in the quest for sustainable improved pro-citizens policing. However, the journey ahead is much more tasking than the past accomplishments. We have miles to cover in the area of policing, and this demands that all hands must be on deck to give Nigerians a true sense of safety and peace as they engage in their daily activities. Sadly, our national effort to ensure a secure environment for national development has been hampered by emerging threat to our collective security. The worst hit is the security of schools, where our children go to learn and are prepared for the next phase of their lives. There is no gainsaying that we need and must make our schools secure for learning. Our children must not be lost to the insecurity created by persons who are no need for all of us to live and learn in peace. We must not let them win. To achieve success in this area, we must deploy strategies that guarantees optimal safety for all our learning institutions in Nigeria. It is for this reason that the National Assembly, which I chair, is open to dialogue with the police and other security agencies to secure that whatever legislation is required to secure our schools and Nigeria at large will be addressed. Personally, I want to see our children go to school, from school, happily, and focus on learning without fear of any form of violence and molestation. I want to see our children learn and grow peacefully. I want to see our children grow with a new mindset of a country that truly protects its own. I want to see our children appreciate the effort that their parents made to secure their future. This is a mandate we should collectively achieve in our various offices. I wish to use this medium to encourage the Nigerian police to remain focused in its mandate of securing lives and properties at all levels. As you launch a new SOP today, I believe that the impact that you will make does not lie in the launch of this strategy alone, but in implementing the details and evaluating post-implementation results to ensure optimal impact. Let us all agree to make the new SOP our standard of living. Once again, I thank our police force for thinking through the challenges of securing learning places for our children and for working out strategies that will bring renewed hope to our children and the society in general. Finally, may I seize this opportunity to extend my best wishes and the compliment of the entire National Assembly to the Acting Inspector General of Police and all officers of the Nigerian Police Force. May God bless and strengthen you all as you are able to secure and protect our country and all Nigerians. Thank you and God bless.